Dear students, Assalamu alaikum and very good morning to everybody. Dear students, this pandemic is building pressure. Its rate of infection is increasing. Yesterday, it was also a huge increase in the COVID-19 patients and 18 deaths took place. So, in these days of pandemic, we need to be extra cautious, extra vigilant to save our lives first. Dear students, these pandemics have been part of life and part and parcel of the life since ages ago. These pandemics come and vanish, but the precautionary measures we must keep in mind while when we fall in the trap of these pandemics. Dear students, this pandemic COVID-19 infection has trapped the world badly in its trap. So in these days, till it goes away, we have to be extra careful and extra vigilant to save our lives first. No doubt some economic activities are going on, but in some activities still there are breaks. For example, the educational sector, the biggest sector, which is totally closed, no physical classroom teaching is going here. Only you are depending on the virtual mode. So the virtual mode is on, no physical classroom teaching is on. The government is trying hard to reopen schools in the coming months or at the end of this month by some SOPs or by following some SOPs. So in these days of pandemic, you have to put extra effort, extra hard work to build your career and to care for your lives. Dear students of class 12, today we are dealing with important topic in your political science, that is legacy of partition. Finally, in 1947, the partition took place and it left here some problems or some challenges unanswered and unresolved. The biggest problem at the time of partition was to national integration, how to integrate nation, how to bring all the people under same umbrella, or to bring unity in diverse cultures, in diverse languages, in diverse religion, because India is the land of diverse cultures, diverse religions, and diverse languages. So this partition, or we can say this legacy of partition, or the challenges after the partition, had three levels. One, it was the emotional level. First, it was the emotional level. Emotional levels means simply all persons need to be emphasized, particularly the disadvantage, advantage, disadvantaged section of the people. And secondly, it was the material level. The, all the persons, all the individuals need equal protection and opportunity before the law. And thirdly, it was the thirdly it was spiritual, and every person here living in India was to be understand, and some the ethnic groups they were to be addressed and their problems were to be addressed. Their students, no doubt, India had a capability to synthesize even alien cultures, but the partition in 1947 took an ugly turn when people were divided on the basis of religion, particularly. And when partition took place in 1947, it was verily on the religious basis, because two separate states came into being, and that the most political science books and most minds think that it was totally on the religious basis. So So the heart rate that grew between the people of different communities, and this to eliminate, to eradicate this heart rate and to bring national integration was the biggest problem at the time of partition of the India. Dear students, if the biggest problem was the national integration, and national integration is now never a one-time process, it's lifelong process, because to integrate people or to bring national integration, it is a slow process, and with the passage of time national integration comes. It does not come within the seconds or within the minutes. Dear students, there were some of the politicians who had their own interests, who divided people on the basis of cultures, on the basis of religion, on the basis of ethnicity. But the prime architecture or the lone architecture of the Indian national building, who took national building in his hands, was the Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru tried to bring people under this one umbrella, so to bring unity in the diverse cultures, in the diverse languages, in the diverse religions. So it means that the partition left here some challenges, some questions, some problems, the, that were to be answered, that were unanswered or unresolved. And Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, when he became the first Prime Minister of India after the British left here, after the partition took place, he tried to bring unity, and the biggest problem that was the national integration. Their students' colonial legacy came here in the form of three or more things. That was the first, it was the refugee movement of refugees, political reorganization of status, and some big issues like Kashmir issue, Junagadh, and Hyderabad issues. But with the passage of time, these the legacy of the partition, or we can say the colonial legacy, left here some questions unresolved and undecided, and still these uh, questions or still these challenges are hitting us. But the Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, the architecture of Indian national building, took some fine measures to bring unity in India, where the cultural diversity is, where religious diversity is. The British had left no stone unturned in dividing India on the religious lines or to promote communalism here. But with the passage of time, some issues were addressed, and some were to be addressed, some were addressed, and some we have to address, and some we have to resolve. But the partition, the partition that took place in 1947 definitely left here some challenges, and some challenges were addressed, and some challenges were addressed, and some are still to be addressed. Dear students, it's enough for today. If any question strikes your mind after watching this video, you can call me on 7006671106 or WhatsApp me on the same number. And within short duration of time, your query shall be answered if you forward your query by any means. The better is to see these things on your available political science reference books, so that you may grasp the concept well. And before leaving, I am once more again advising you, do follow the precautionary measures, care for your lives, be in home isolation to defeat the COVID 19 infection, and also prepare the things for the coming examinations. Thanks, be blessed.